Right, we're back, people. We're looking at Yaish scrims against HLT. Apparently, the number one team in NA. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Like obviously we've looked at the first one. It wasn't the best. There's a lot of things to improve. Still the number one NA team, and this is still in the same beta period. So, not sure how much improvement there will be, but let's have a look.
You got him, you could.
Interesting. We've got a 3-2 set up from HLT. Good to see that, you know, these are not pressing the keeper. Who's that? Why is he just got a who's question mark? So we got moving galaxy here. I assume Starly's on the other side.
Somebody push him here. You can push him.
I can.
Cross.
I'm guarding.
Got it.
Hey yo, what was that? What was that?
Somebody push him here. You can push him.
I can.
Cross.
I'm guarding.
Oh, that's a good bait. He kind of like pushed into the keeper, making the keeper think he's gonna leave that man like number 4 wide open, so the keeper can play it through. But he just kind of like baits it and then went straight back to 4.
Got it.
Put a little bait there. Right, a lot has happened there. Let's roll it back. Right, I still assume we're doing a man-on-man marking. So far, one thing I would point out is, right,
Somebody push him here. You can push him.
I can.
Cross.
I'm guarding king.
I'm not sure if this comes up before or after my basic defending and advanced defending video. Try to get these to a bit closer. Block out that middle space. I know like they've got players out wide, but you still want to protect the middle, because this keeper can easily just, you know, yams at the backboard and then they get a rebound. So maybe push these to a little bit towards the middle. Like they're still marking their white man, but they are also closing down the middle. Effectively, these two on the white, the 1 and the 4 there, are not really a threat right now.
Somebody push. I'm just resetting.
Reset it, and now we go.
Good reset.
Tony, don't worry about it.
I'll figure it out.
I got him.
Get up, Tony.
Bit more utilizing the keeper now. We've got like a same 3-2 setup. Or is it 2-3? It's a 2-3 setup. We've got a deep man. We've got Starly in the middle. Got Galaxy on the right.
Dylan?
I saw that.
That's a.
Pass. What a play.
I actually like sometimes just kind of like click into the screen to like think, and it just like 2 times it. But that's a good ball. Starly didn't make that.
Yeah, my bad.
Starly's still pressing the keeper.
I'll combat next time, Stolly. I didn't make it easy.
But I think these streams happened way before I was doing like all these analyzing video, so we'll give it a rest.
No. Oh my god.
Before this misclick, right? I just want to point out, really good at controlling the tempo there. Like every time they've got possession, they reset and wait for everyone to get into position to do their setup, which is a good sign to see.
I misclicked. That's my fault. That's fine.
Oh well, let's ignore that because misclick.
No, those sides on me. You press back, I give you galaxy.
Alright.
Yeah, yet again, when they've got possession, they just kind of reset it to the keeper.
You got it then? One on?
Bit of a little bit of different setup here, because they went out with the keeper and 2-3.
Yeah.
Now they're kind of in the 3-1.
I'm going to you.
We can give and go.
Keeper's out again.
In the middle.
Ooh,
One more.
It's fine. I'm behind you. You can play target box.
that was a bit risky
Yeah.
keeper there.
And then Dylan?
Thing.
Oh, good save by keeper. That's a good
Yep,
play.
shot.
I'm on.
Starly recycles it back out to
And then
Galaxy. Plays for the middle.
Thing.
First time shot. Good save over keeper.
Good try.
Yep.
We got
Good
shot.
ball
Yep.
movement.
Yep.
Watch back. One's PM.
Good counter from
Alright.
HLT.
Oh, let's keep.
Could have controlled it a bit better. Once you've got possession, you kind of want to control it.
You got that.
Don't want to rush anything. That's a good little change of pace.
I didn't have any.
I got back.
Alright, that got a bit lucky there. But let's rewind back.
Close.
I
Pressing
hate
up, pressing
doing
up,
this
pressing up,
fucking
pressing up.
volume thingy. Right, let's rewind back here. We've got Paulie came up for like an interception, and then plays it back to Galaxy. Galaxy spots that ball.
You got that, Steve.
Good run by whoever that was, because that confuses Free.
You got that, Steve.
Because initially, I mean, it didn't really confuse him. It just sort of made him think. You've got. Let's come back here. We've got 5 tracking back. We've got 1 pressing over here. He kind of lost his. Like he lost the ball there, and 5 tracking back. Following. I still don't know how to. I know you told me how to pronounce it. I just don't want to fuck it up, so I'm just not gonna say it anymore. Right, he 5 tracks him, but he saw that ball moving across. This is where communication needs to happen for HLT, because you've got a 2 here. Basically, this was what's happening when the ball from I don't know who question mark is, but question mark plays it back to I believe it's Galaxy. Galaxy got the ball, and you've got 2 here. He's running over here. 5 kind of tracks that one, but sees that ball plays across. He made that decision to come up here,
Like that.
and one sort of tracks here as well. So you're now marking, like these 2 are just marking the same person, and then question marks are running behind. Where if you actually communicate a bit better, tell 1 to follow your man, and then 3 pushes up, or well, yeah, that's basically the only play that you can do. Like you can 3 needs to push up and tell 5 to go, and 1 just follow his man. But since 1's coming across and then 5 went for press, so this guy's now open, and good vision by Galaxy here, plays that ball, and now 3 has to think, because they were sort of in like a straight line. If you look at that, he's like kind of in front, but Galaxy's running from behind him, so he doesn't know if he's gonna get the ball or Galaxy's gonna get the ball from behind. He sort of made this little fake run outside, but I think they calmed it a little bit. Like they calmed it well. Galaxy said he's got it, so he's coming back in, and now Free thought that he might come for a ball, so he might be like a stutter step for that half a second, which gave Galaxy time to control the ball, and then he has to come back out,
You got that, Steve.
and then Galaxy plays that ball quick into the middle, which is how we've got here. And since Stahl is still occupying his man, which I talked about in the Brazilian video, and this guy has to sort of stay with Stahly, he can't come straight across like first time. He has to make that decision to stay with Stahly because he's still there. That delays the movement of him coming across. Well, 2 and 4 kind of swap, so a boy kind of misses the ball, slid, and then I don't know if he got confused, but he got a bit confused. Keeper came out and easy tap in. Good man-on-man tracking here. You got question mark tracking 4, he's tracking 3, Starly's tracking back on 5.
That's fine. I got you.
Right, this is exactly what I mean. Right, Starly's pressed the keeper. Right, I know this is not this is probably not by this point. I don't know if the videos came out yet, but someone mentioned that you have to press the keeper to block off that pass. Like in high level, you're always gonna have players moving around, and you basically can't just press the keeper and expect the other team not to attack you. I mean, it made us push out for free, and Starly tracks back, which is... We pushed out here, and Starly's tracking back. Now, look at where we're positioned at. We've got their free here, played... Their free is basically right here. Free played that ball. We are here behind them. Starly's tracking back. What we have here is a 3v2 at the back because the keeper's here. If we look at the minimap, there might be a guy over here, but there's two. There's three back here, one including the keeper, but one's definitely in the middle. I think it would be something like that. He played that. He got a pass, our boy, and played that pass. This is a 3v2, not including the keeper, which put you in a really bad situation. As we turn around, they kind of misplayed that pass, but as we can see over here, their setup is kind of wonky though. Like the 5 didn't get the ball because Question Mark here intercepted it. But imagine they are in a better position where one guy's over here to receive the pass, and then 3 has to make the decision of does he go here or does he stay here. If he stays here, he's got the ball here and he's got space over here to go. If he comes here, this guy could just first time pass it to 4, and then now you leave 2 in a no man land.
That's a good shit. There you go. That's a great move.
We talked about transitioning in early videos. This is where you should be capitalizing on their mistakes. Starly should be just running in, like pulling one out the play, because we've got the ball here now. One's here. 4's over there. 5 just there. 5's behind you. 4's over there. 3's here. And Starly's just there. There's Question Mark over there. And there's Galaxy over there. Question Mark's got the ball. One's kind of running backwards. And you know their 5's tracking back. So Starly should be just legging this. Drags him out. Like drag their 1 out. 2 could come here. I think that's Galaxy over there. Could like sort of occupy the space. Let Question Mark have that, because he can just attack in the middle. He's in the centralized position. Let's give him space, because eventually if you push him here, if Starly's here, one would be like, oh fuck, now I gotta have to go to the ball because Question Mark's already here. Once he jumps Question Mark, you can play the ball to Starly and then easy 1-on-1 with the keeper.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
That is not a bad ball. I think they saw that their 4 is tracking a bit deep. So exactly what I mean, because their 1's tracking back. This sort of happened. I'll replay this twice. Look, the 1 sort of realized, oh fuck, I have to kind of come back out at here, but their 5's already halfway back, and he's like, oh okay, maybe he's got it. But if Starly's a bit earlier on occupying the space, let's say Starly just like L1 boost and is next to him right now, he's got to make that decision at least a second early. Then Starly would be in, or if that 4 tracks back in, Galaxy can move in to like a bit more in the corner area of the box.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
Good ball.
Good shit.
Oh, that's, the idea is there. It's a good pass.
I got you, Starly. Hit. I'll rip.
Good go. I feel like it's a bit rushed, but it worked out. Why I said it's rushed, we've got space here in front to work with. We've got this space to work with. It's good that we played an early ball to Starly, but since Frey's close, like you can see he's not far, he has the chance of intercepting your pass. So if we just bring that ball a bit forward, he's got to make that decision again. Is he going to jump out or is he going to stay with there? If he stays with Starly, 4 doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, then you can maybe have a shot here.
I got you, Starly. Hit. I'll rip.
But 3 just kind of made that slide tackle trying to intercept, and it went through to Starly.
Better midfield.
That looks kind of net coat though.
What? You got me behind you, back left.
Yep, no options.
Oh,
Yep, no
Good covering.
You got me behind you, back left.
This is smart. This is game awareness. We've got Question Mark running up, and then you've got Galaxy on the far side, obviously, and then you've got 1 tracking, 5 tracking. It worked in 2 ways. It depends, but this is a good awareness. You're seeing your teammates on the far side running up, obviously. You're seeing Galaxy run up, and you see question marks pushing up. He's realized there might be a chance of them, the opposing team, like blocking a pass or something, and there might be a counter. And just the keeper, if he runs up as well, so he's covering the whole play. Calmed it as well, saying, if you need, I'm back left, I'm covering. And that was good awareness. Good reset, good reset.
Take your space on that side. Random.
Was that a risky pass? Let's see. I won't say that risky. I don't think that's risky, to be honest. I don't know if he actually saw this one's coming. Like, his momentum's going towards the ball, so he's not going to turn around that quickly. So it's actually a good idea just to reset the whole play, because you've got no front option. Galaxy's over there, Stolly's right next to you, and you're not in a good position for like to set up an attack. So full reset to the keeper, where you get time to position yourself again, is it's a good habit. Good ball, good rebound. That's exactly what I meant. About what? How far ago was it? We are at 2:08. Zero chance of scoring at 2:08. And then, literally 10 seconds later, we gotta go. And it's all just because of a reset. A simple reset back to the keeper. You go 12 seconds after. Sometimes you have to go backwards in order to go forwards. And that's the thing that a lot of players don't understand. Where sometimes by resetting, of going backwards, you actually have more of an advantage and more space open up than just keep going forward. Because of attacking minded player, they just think, oh, we didn't go forward, we didn't shoot, we didn't fucking pump the ball into the box. They don't realize that going backwards draws the opposition team out and gives you more space behind them to actually score. The defense are way more structured and like well drilled comparing to the first votes we've seen from Yaish. Keep it out. Let's see how this is gonna set up this. I don't think they've got that set up like drilled in. Is that free just like kind of running across back to his side now? Bro, he sent back bro to fucking Stone Age. He's completely taking him out to play. What is going on here?
Huh?
Why? Why is he jumping in? Bro did a speed diving header. Like, you've got your teammate over here. If you look at the minimap, your teammate's literally in their box. You're still pressing the keeper, trying to block that pass. You've got two men behind you that's exposed. I would be surprised if this doesn't get a go. Okay, I'm surprised. If you're gonna claim that number one NA team, you have to score that goal there. Like, that has to be a goal. You should be 4-0 up.
You're chilling. You got it. He has no blue. You're chilling. You got it.
Yikes! Right, game 2. Let's compose ourselves. Did I just hear that? Rotate? What are we rotating? Are we doing this rotate? Is this a rotate? Or is that because that's a switch, not a rotate really, but you can call it a rotate. Switch would be easier word for everyone to understand. I don't know, but if rotate works in your team, then keep it as rotate.
Yeah, you just take your space cut in, and then you can.
I feel like I'm a proud father. I don't know if this is recent, but they've kind of implemented a lot of what I've set in the first video of them into this one.
Yeah, you just take your space cut in, then you can pass to me.
Ah, just a bit too late. Yeah, he knows. But that's a lot of improvement already. They realize there's space in front where they could exploit, and then that draws in two of their players. If he just play that right now, if he sees fives coming in, he play that right now, doesn't use backboard, don't use backboard. Like, try to use the easy option. Don't use the hard option. Use the easy one, because he's wide open right here. Use the easy option. Plays him here. He could backboard it here, back out to Stolly or back post to question mark. And that would be perfect. Oh,
That's one back.
I don't see a point of them backboarding that. There's no point of them backboarding when there's no one there to rebound. Like, just shoot. This is what I talked about last time as well. Police kind of realized there's space that he could use in front, and he just kind of rolled it out, and then saw that pass to Stolly open, and played it straight there. But I reckon he could have just pushed out a bit more. If we look at that, the three are just running back. The one's tracking no one. He's just running back like blindly. Five's kind of coming across to track him. Stolly's making that run. Like, use that space in the midfield.
Just take it out.
Like, that one's, I don't know where that one's going. That one looks like he's going for Galaxy. If we have the ball here, and that one was running back, right? They were going to be in a good shape, but then I don't know what happened to guy here. He just kind of like jumps that. Now you've got the Death Valley of Ghosts open to yourself. Run that. Don't be afraid of it.
I'm cutting.
Like, yeah, they might eventually, like, if you run up here, then Five might realize he fucked up and comes in. But now you open up another option on the wing, and Stolly's there, so you kind of get like an ISO on this side for question mark, I think. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Like, that should have happened the last play, and they've kind of realized that could work now after the first one. Yeah, that one, I literally do not know what that one's doing. He's not doing anything. Because, yeah, I talked about not pressing the keeper, but I've also talked about protecting the middle. So he should have protected the middle, or at least stay a bit tighter, because they've just let them open up the whole play. He's there. Now this middle box is open, and you don't want that to be open. I'll kind of like talk about it in the defending video. If it's not out by then, I might, swap around the scheduling. Now they've realized they can run in behind with this middle Death Valley if goes open. Good ball to question mark.
Oh, I was holding.
That's a bit unlucky. He didn't get the ball there.
Space, yeah, hell yeah. I'm going to cross. I'm not gonna force short.
But I've also been messaged about talking about off-ball movement, right? So there's some off-ball movement that we can do on the wings. It's called check. You kind of check your run forward, so make your defender feel like you're gonna make a forward run, and then you just comes back. So you check out, you check in and check out, and then you get like that half a second of space right here to get the ball. I don't mind it, honestly. But I know he's bringing a defender with him, right? But there's also a thing you can do. It's like kind of like a basketball move. You can pick for him. Like, if you just come in all the way and kind of like block that defender for him, and then like you come in and like kind of block two of them and make him go around you. Now you've taken two defender out.
Same thing, Solly, check in here.
Oh,
Good movement there.
Same thing, Solly, check in here.
So they've utilized off-ball movement really well there. By Galaxy running this way, drags the defender out, opens this space up for Stolly to run in, because if you look here, Five is over here, kind of just hanging around. He's not really close on Stolly, so he's gonna have to react to Stolly's run, and he's gonna be like a bit delayed because of the natural reaction time. And we can see that as soon as that space opened up by Galaxy, ball placed into Stolly.
Oh, trying to do the Yaish, bro. Trying to do the Dylan right there.
That's good off-ball movement and like team chemistry play there. Since he's explained it now, like, I get what he means by him just looking at the goal, because he has trust in his teammate. where he just needs to aim. But you also kind of want to realize where... I know it's not... It's hard to, like, running and aim, but you sort of... You don't want to do what the other team thinks you're going to do, because it's kind of obvious that if he plays that ball in the middle, you're going to shoot first time on goal. So we can be a bit more creative here. This is, like, when you, like, kind of step up to another level to break that skill ceiling. Maybe take a touch to delay it and like see what the defending team's going to do, or first time in backboard to yourself and then you get that rebound off the wall. If they kind of like panic because they expect you to shoot, but then they panic after you don't shoot, you kind of hit the backboard, they're like, oh shit, what the fuck do we do? And now they don't know what to do. They kind of like freeze for a second, and you get that second just to yourself, and then you can rebound it off the backboard and score.
No, I would set them up.
Yeah, because we can see here, there's 1 and 4. It's like clearly they just know you're gonna shoot, so like they're not even worried about like marking you on the second, but they just kind of look around. Okay, you shot. Like we're just gonna stand there.
No, you got space. You got me?
Right here. What I would think is, right, we're talking about awareness again. If I'm Galaxy and I have the awareness, like looking from this point of view is probably easier from like Dan being Galaxy at this position. But if you have the awareness, you see there's one of you running back post, half is like there's like half a chance that's open. 2 closing in on you, one's running like in. Maybe you could rainbow flick it back, or like flick it back behind you and then reset the play. Or this is something I'm going to talk about in the attacking video. Since you've got the wall, you can use it as like a half a teammate, because you can 1-2 that back to yourself. The wall basically act as another player that could play a one-touch pass. Team's got to reset back to the keeper. Nah, yes, we're not pressing the keeper, but keep in mind, Stolly, we want to defend the middle space first, because that's the most dangerous space for the other team to score. Yeah, there might be a man running wide. We know there's a man running back there, right? But with the situation of how wide he is, he's not going to score from there realistically. So don't get dragged out too wide. Yeah, still kind of hang around the middle where you can see him, but you are still blocking off the space. It's kind of what I think was it Galaxy that came into the frame. Yeah, it's kind of where Galaxy is right now, because we're back here now. Keeper's got a lot of space in the middle. He's got this space opened up, and we're just hanging around the side, and these are no threat to us on the wings. Like basically, if we draw a line from the box line, like these sort of area are not threats for us. You want to push that defensive shape a bit more tighter in the middle. Yeah, you are still marking this man from the middle, and you can still see him. As soon as you play that ball, you can jump back out to him, or like kind of jump halfway, but try to keep that shape in the middle first. Alright, let's digest this. I've talked about this in the defending video. This would become a problem eventually when teams are more aware of situations going on during a game. Like, this keeper's obviously realised that no one's coming to me, I can just keep going forward. You want to keep a shape of defending even though you're going man on man, especially with the keeper out. When the keeper's out, you kind of always want to defend zone in your own half. If you don't know what zone defending, go watch the basic defending video. Because if we defend in a zone, one of us push back out, we sort of have this diamond shape. Yeah, there's still people gonna be around. One's in the middle, one's over in the corner, and one's out wide here, doesn't matter, one's out wide, doesn't matter. We wouldn't be allowing the shot that's coming in. Like, Galaxy's kind of realized, we fucked up, we kind of have to like come back in to block the shot. If they kind of set up a bit early for that zonal setup, this shot wouldn't be off, because that might not be a shot when it comes to a high level, that might be a backboard pass, that might be a pass to the side and then place it to the backboard back out or something like that. But when it gets to a high level, that might not be a straight shot to go. That might be something more creative than that.
Shoot. Oh.
I don't know that.
That's fine. That's a good counter. This is where you want to get the ball forward really quick and get a shot off target.
Nice shot. Thank you.
Good interception again and capitalize on the mistakes, or like it's a 2-on-1, you just have to score, which they did.
Oh, wait.
I can't reach.
Should be more aware. I don't know if any of you guys actually kind of look for your options before you receive your ball. This is another thing in futsal where before you kind of receive the pass, you want to scan around and see where your teammates are and what movement they're doing. I don't know if Stolly has looked around where everyone is. If he has looked, he would see Galaxy moving in, but he would also see two running in with him, like two defenders tracking him. The best thing here to do is to reset, come back out.
Going again?
It's not bad to play a ball there because he was in front, but it's a more risky play in a 2-on-1 than just playing back here where you keep your possession.
I gotta say king, I gotta say king. Yeah, that's fine.
This is not a must, but it would be nice to see if we get a bit of more defensive rotation, because I don't really know how far this left guy is. I don't know how far question mark is. Since no one's putting the pressure on number 3 here, swap around. No one's putting pressure on number 3 here. How about we tell Stolly, instead of tracking him, push up, we move here, and then we get question mark on the far side, come in here. So we've defended this immediate situation first, and with this guy not being a threat over here, you sort of feel a bit more safe because he can just kind of track back now to the far side, and or he can track back in the middle, tell him to push back out, or he just tracks over here and then sort of stay around here, not that far. Kind of like tracks back here because you can leave your man out if he's not going anywhere. If he does go, then maybe just swap around, like do that.
Saying king, I gotta say king. Yeah, that's fine.
Now, with Galaxy tracking back for this guy and no one's moving up right, we have allowed them to progress from here. Instead of pushing up here to defend, we have now allowed them to sort of push into our like deep into our half. To like there, and now we're just tracking back here. Could have stopped the defense at here, but now they're here.
For pressing, go past the right.
See, this is what I mean by pressing a keeper. When teams recognize there's space behind you, they could play that ball and kill you, which is what happened here. Now, like Galaxy, like in that situation, which player do Galaxy decide to go with? If he go with 5, 3 can probably get the ball. If he go with 3, like 5's got the ball here.
That's fine.
Backboard out, and it's not the greatest ball, I'm not gonna lie. Good header back to the keeper. Now you want to control it. With 14 seconds left on the clock, I don't mind that ball going forward because it kind of forces the other team gets back, so you gain a bit more ground on your own half to like control the game. Good decision on playing it back to Stolly.
Tony,
Good ball into the middle. Like now you don't have to force a, well you sort of have to force a play because you're 1-1, but if it's over 2 leg, you are up from game 1, so you don't really have to force anything.
Do you want to do that?
Good fleck over.
Nice
Oh,
try.
good save by
Nice
keeper.
try. Fuck, I ran too far out. Fuck, I ran too
I'm
far
in
out.
2D.
I don't think he ran too far up.
Do you want to do that?
Maybe he did. It could have been like he could have just backboard that to him. So if he didn't shoot, you didn't run up too far. You only ran up too far when he shot, and it's not a backboard pass back out to you. Because imagine he backboards that, keeper makes the dive, come back out. It's either him or you that gets the rebound. So you're not really running too far up. It just because of the situation where the keeper's got the ball that you are now a bit far up. So it's not a bad play. It just
Nice
in
try,
this
nice
context
try.
is bad.
Fuck, I ran too far. Stall, you don't worry. You can play up. You got one. D1, D1. I'm on 5.
Yeah, good comms there. He's seen this one guy up and pushes Stolly up.
Our defense is on.
I know Stolly's got to run, right? But you kind of want everyone to be on the attack when you have possession because keeper's not got a timer where he needs to play the ball out. So it's probably better to wait for Galaxy to move back out here, wait for Stolly to move a bit higher up, and then you can roll that ball out to like properly construct an attack.
He's on point right now, guys. We just gotta get offense. Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit rushed because you've got control of the ball, and
Good
they've
fucking
got
intercept.
at least 2 men back because you've got one tracking Stolly, the other one's already back on the minimap, and then you've got another guy just outside the box tracking back already. So they've got 3 men back basically, and you've only got 2 men up. So, like numerically, you're down a man. If we just allowed Galaxy to move up before we start any attack, and we set up in the 2-3 or the 3-2 shape again, as they did earlier in the game or in the last game, where they actually got goals from it, then they could have got the win. But because we
Our
kind
defense is on
of
point.
rushed there with this pass, I mean it's a good idea because you've seen Stolly running behind, and as long as he doesn't intercept that, he's gonna be gone in a 2v2.
Right now, guys. We just gotta.
But I feel like that should be a kick rather than a roll. Because for a kick, you know that ball's going to get up the field. Instead of having a risk of being intercepted still in our own half.
Gotta get offense.
I mean, this shot is kind of... it kind of went past her and then went back to It's a bit unlucky there.
Wow.
I feel like overall that's a really big step up and a lot of improvement compared to the first one that we've seen. Impressed, excited to watch more, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.